Hi everybody, it's your Crafter Christian back for another video. I apologize for taking kind of a hiatus. I have been sleeping a lot. It started last Friday. I've been going to bed between 4 and 6 and been getting up really early, and then about 4 or 6 the next day I'm crashing. Tonight it is Thursday the 18th of November, and it is 7:44 in the evening. I've been trying to do a video. I tried to do 1 grams, but usually I do my videos in the evenings, and like I said, by 6 o'clock, I'm out. Tonight is the first night that I've made it since 8 o'clock, or I've been awake past 6 o'clock, so I feel pretty good. Me and Mom have both been sleeping an awful lot, and I don't know what this is. I don't know. Probably some of my eczema. But me and Mom have both been sleeping a lot. I got some energy drinks at the Dollar General, and I am drinking one because I've been wanting to get this video out. I have some projects that are leaving the house tomorrow, so I wanted to get this filmed. So there is going to be no rhyme or reason to today's podcast. I have a bunch of finished objects. I have a couple whips that I started. I am crafting. Yesterday and all day, most of today, I have been on my knitting machine. And those are the ones that are leaving to go to a charity, or I'm dropping them off at a food bank place. We have stuff that we're not eating, and it's non-perishable things, so we're gonna take it to one of our local food pantries and put it up for somebody who actually needs it. And it's also a place where people come if they need clothes and stuff. So I'm taking some hats and scarves up to there and dropping them off. So, but anyway, so like I said, I have a ton of finished objects. I have a couple of whips that I started. So since I have a majority of finished objects, we will do that first. Also, because my whips are all underneath my finished objects. So, my biggest finished object is, I actually finished this 2 weeks ago. And I've been using it on my bed. It's my blanket. It is the granny stripe block blanket that I'm calling it, because it is made, I was able to get away with 6 granny stripe blocks. So I chained 78 and did the granny stripe blanket, and I did that for 6 blocks. I thought I was gonna have to do 9 blocks, but it turns out that 6 blocks was big enough for me. And some of my ends are not woven in because it's for me, and I was just done with the blanket, so I didn't weave them in. Now this thing is huge. Let me put that up there and me kind of go back here. So here's 2 of them, And I use scraps. And then there's 2 more. And there is the last 2. Like I said, I have been using it. It keeps me really warm at night, especially on these colder days. And if you hear something, it is extremely windy outside. My next kind of big project done is my Aiden cardigan. I've been wearing this a lot too. Well, I've been wearing it. So this is my Aiden cardigan. I bought the pattern. It's on the website stitchtogether.com or something like that. I will try to remember to leave all these links below. But the way my mind has been lately, I don't know if I'm gonna have the brain for that. It's taken me almost 10 minutes to get everything together to do this video. So the Aiden cardigan. Love the pattern. The sleeves for me were a little long. Like there's the sleeve. But I can get away with, I have to roll them up 3 times, well, technically it'll be 3 times. And then they're the perfect, size. I decided I am also keeping the black and pink one. Okay, so I'm gonna take this off. Maybe not. So, last weekend at Graham's on Friday, before I ended up crashing, I was organizing my donation stuff. And I found out that I had a lot of random items, crochet finished objects. And I was like, what am I gonna do with these? Like, for a long time, I was trying to sell items. And it finally hit me that I have hardly sold anything I've crocheted. I had Poshmark for quite a while. I sold one hat when I had it the first time. I sold another hat. So I've had Poshmark for probably 8 months or so. Off and on. I sold 2 hats in the whole entire 8 months. I've put stuff on Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, all over the place. And I have not sold anything. And then it finally dawned on me that God put me on this earth to help people in need. It's the only thing I can think of. And not only that, but I get a lot of, not like really satisfaction, but I get more excited about knowing that I'm helping people. Okay, like here's a story. So, this is gonna be a long episode, I have a feeling. So, I went to see my cousin, one of my distant cousins. She works at a church. And the last couple of years, I've donated hats and scarves to her for kids that need them during the wintertime. Well, she put me in contact to a lady that she worked for the CYS, which is Children Youth Services and things like that. And I called the lady and told her, like what I did and stuff. And she told me that they have a large family, 11 kids, and the mom just came to her a couple days before that looking for hats and gloves and scarves for her kids to go to school, because this past summer they had all of their winter items stored in the garage, and their garage burned down in the summer, and they didn't have like hats, they didn't have gloves, they didn't have anything. So Friday, when I went up to Graham's, I took everything that I had done here up there, organized it all, got 3 huge garbage bags full of, things for a lot of them, because she has other families. And I said, if you need anything else, you let me know. You need hats, you let me know. You need scarves, let me know. So yeah. So after I heard that story, I kind of was on the phone with her, and I was sitting outside with Graham, and Nala was playing, and I got like teary-eyed and stuff. And so I helped a family keep warm this winter, and that makes my heart happy. Just knowing that the kids have something to keep them warm in the winter. And I threw in some like toys and a lot of blankets and tons of hats and scarves and things like that for the kids. So that was a long tangent. Now let's get back into the regular video. So the next thing I'm going to show you is a scarf. So I got on Creative Grandma's YouTube channel and looked at her stitches of the week or something, and this is the wattle stitch. It is a scarf. Plan on making more of these, because when I was going through all of my donation stuff, I found out that I do not have very many scarves. I have a ton of blankets, a ton of hats, some stuffed toys, but I do not have very many like just normal scarves. I have a lot of wild Olanders, but none like a regular scarf. So I finished this. This is just in some random blue yarn that I had. I know it's Red Heart, but I don't know the color. It might be soft navy. But I had a partial skein and it made a whole entire scarf, so I was pretty happy with that. I finished sewing one of my amigurumis together, and I didn't have big enough safety eyes, and safety eyes are on my wish list on Amazon. I will try to link that. I guess I should write all of this stuff down. Not really. So I have the Aiden cardigan and my Amazon wish list. And I am going to link my website. I am getting rid of more yarn in because it has a lot of my crochet items on it. I'm getting rid of that. And I think I'm also going to get rid of beaded knots because I have a couple of keychains on there and a couple of bracelets on there, and those aren't selling, so I don't know if I'm going to be making any more of that stuff. I have a ton of embroidery thread that I thought about making some little tiny like amigurumis for like phone charms and stuff. I thought about making some of those for Amber over at Ooh Crochet to give to her Garfield charity that she does. So anyway, long tangent again. So I finished the bunny and I used some of my felted eyes that I had made. I think he's kind of creepy. Maybe his eyes are way too big. They're not equal. They're not straight across. So I guess it kind of gives him character. I don't know. But anyway, he's done. So he will be put in the pile. I did his nose differently than the pattern. And he is from the Snuggle and Play crochet book. So he turned out a lot bigger than I thought he was going to. But anyway, he's done. I also finished a ginormous octopi. With a little smirk. I think I put his eyes too slow. It should have been up here a little bit more, than I would have had space to put his mouth. I want to make more octopis. I have 4 more amigurumis to sew together and stuff. But I haven't been in the right frame of mind. And 2 of my projects fell down. And I kind of need them because I'm going to be showing them next. Excuse me while I bend down. So I made these a while ago, like last week or the week before. But they're my machine knit Centro knitting machine hats. So this is yellow, this is purple, it's the same in the inside. And then this is blue and purple. And there's a mess up right there. And then I did orange and blue. Orange and like a mint color. Then I did this one. And this one. And then what I did was I had a ton of mandala cakes and I had a ton of Lion Brand cupcakes. So I was thinking, wonder if my knitting machine will like these. My knitting machine loves these. So I made a couple scarves. So I made the scarf here and I did the tube and cinched the ends together. So these will be going to the charity tomorrow. I do not know the colorways of these. Basically I just made different sizes until I thought I was done, because I wanted to use them up. They've been collecting. I do know this one. This one is Spirit. I do know that one. And this one is Narnia. Some of them I do know. Some of them I do not. This one I think is Fairy. And then I love this one here because it's speckled, which I thought was really cool. The whole entire thing has blue speckles on it. And then I made some hats. Now they're different in the inside and the outside, so they're reversible. This one I think is mostly, it's mostly brown with a little tiny green. So all of these hats and scarves will be going to charity. Well, to one of them. And then they will be done. Now, we are on to whips. And so, some of you are going to be shocked when I tell you this, but some of my whips are going to get frogged. Just because I do not feel like working on them. And so I'm going to frog the Bone Daddy hood because I don't know where anybody would. I don't know if anybody would buy it, honestly. So I'm going to frog that. I am also going to frog my Every Girl sweater, which is the orange and the two blues. And I am also going to frog my bags, my crochet purses that I started. So I'll be having a lot of frogging to do. So now we're into whips, and all 4 of them, I'm not going to show you my Aiden cardigan because it is the same place that it was before. But I am going to show you 4 blankets that I started. So I have this one here, and this is just using up stash. So basically I grab a ball, cake, whatever, skein, partially use skein, and just go until I can't make no more solid rows. And then I use it up until I can't make any more full rows and cut it off and throw the ball in my, the leftovers in my bag. So I am not sure what any of these are. So this might be, I think this is the Crochet Slanted Shell Lace Stitch Blanket, and this is it's by Creative Grandma, and it's number 236. So that's what this looks like, and I'm using a 6mm hook for this. Then I am doing this one here, and this one might be the tulip stitch, maybe. I did not write them down. And this is number 210. So I have that one. Then this one is attached to the ball. And this one is called the Crochet V-Stitch Shell. Crochet V-Stitch Shell Stitch Blanket. And it is number 231. And I started working on green. Now, I didn't make them very wide. Because I want these to kind of be like baby blanket size. So I didn't make them very wide. Then so 2 of these I started like a long time ago, but kind of like put them away and haven't worked on them since, but I got them out. So this is a V-stitch blanket. If you know me, you know I love the V-stitch. And where that stitch marker is where I was the last time. So how many rows did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did almost 11 rows. I ran out and didn't tie one on again. So I did 11 rows. And this is like a scrap project too. Scrap stash. I have a couple of those. In my metal closet over here, I have probably 4 or 5 scrap stash blankets that I started. And my last whip is the one that I was currently working on when I was downstairs with Mom. And I think I'm going to work on it until I get kind of tired, which I haven't yet. So this blanket was originally a up and down one, but I frogged it, and made it a side to side. I'll fold it in half just so you can get like how big it actually is. And now I can't. So there it's folded in half. It's folded in half. So it's still pretty big. But that I am using like balls and cakes of yarn just to use some up because I plan on getting yarn for Christmas with my Christmas money. So I'm trying to use up as much stash as I can. Another thing I did the other day was I got my paint out and for the first time in I don't know how long, and made, it's backwards, but made this Merry Christmas thing. Has lights in the middle, has a little snowman. I'm gonna give this to my gram tomorrow. So, but yeah, maybe she can hang it on the door. I thought that was cute. But yeah, I also did another painting of a snowman, but it's pretty rough. Kind of trying to get into the winter spirit, I guess. Okay, guys, that is everything for me. And like I said, I apologize for it being so long since I did a video. I just have not. Like, I think my body is like fighting off something because I feel stuffed up. I have a kind of a sore throat. And just talking for the little bit of time that I have in this video, getting a little bit of a sore throat. I have to get a bag so I can put this stuff in that I'm taking to the it's a church that I'm taking it to tomorrow. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a safe day tomorrow. Do whatever you gotta do to stay safe. And I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye.